Hi, I'm Christopher Dunn again. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Bow Large Semi-Flush. This is the 12-11-45. This is going to be the one with the 4 sockets that gives you the most light. However, there are slightly smaller ones. Check those out too, and those are pretty super as well. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself. 8.9 inches tall, and the diameter is coming in at 19.6. It's only 11.8 pounds. It's very light. Canopy up on the ceiling is going to hang on your 4-inch junction box just fine. I want to show you a little bit more information about that, and how we're going to do it is to look at the installations instructions right now. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen midway down. You're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you a full parts list, how it goes together, which is very simple. It's also going to show you some good line drawings, schematic drawings of the top of this, that canopy, how it goes on your J-box. And it's also, in addition to that, it's going to show you that there is a flat, frosted, round diffuser on the bottom of this. So when you're looking up at it, you're not going to be able to see your bulbs. There's a little bit of an air gap to let air in, just to cool the bulbs basically. But other than that, it's going to be totally opaque when you're looking up. You're going to have 2 different options for the outer glass, that tubular ring of glass, and one of them is going to be opal, which is an opaque white glass. I'll talk more about that later in the video. And then the other one is going to be called water glass. And water glass is a clear glass. It has kind of a running ripple through it, and it looks like water passing through a stream. It's very pretty. But it's also going to be transparent, so it'll dictate the kind of bulbs you're probably going to be looking at, which we're going to get into right now. So you're going to have 4 of these. These are medium-based porcelain sockets. They're going to be on their side. You can go up to 60 watts in each of those for incandescent if you want to, and you can still find those bulbs out there. However, I think there's great LEDs out there as well. So if I'm doing the opal glass, I don't really care how the bulb looks, and you could probably go for the old school LED like this one. But I favor these a lot more, and I usually pick these up at Home Depot, and they come in a 4-pack, and it's an A19 bulb. These are both A19 bulbs. That's the size of the bulb. It's just a standard size that we all grew up with. However, this is a clear bulb, and it throws light in all directions. There's no cold and hot spots. It's really great that way, and I can find these easily at a 60-watt equivalent LED. I can also find them at a 75-watt equivalent LED, and I've seen them at a 100-watt equivalent LED. And you've got 4 of these sockets, don't forget. So that would be the equivalent of 400 watts of light if you need that to be there. So it's there for you. And the color of the light they're going to offer these to you is going to be all over the place. It's going to start off at 2700 Kelvin. That's that super yellow light like a setting sun, which could be kind of pretty in this if you wanted to go there, probably with the water glass. But they're also going to offer this to you in something called daylight. And you got to be careful with that one. That's that bluish white, overcast day, hospital waiting room light. That's 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin on that Kelvin scale. I'm not so crazy about that one. However, what we like to use in our showroom, and we talk about it in every video, is going to be 3,000 Kelvin warm white, soft white. That's just the same color of light as what comes out of like an incandescent bulb we grew up with. So that's that warmer light, but it's not too yellow and it's not too blue. That's what's coming down on this table right now, because above us are 3,000 Kelvin warm white, soft white bulbs as well. So I would probably on this one, if you got 4 of these, I would do probably 60-watt equivalent LEDs like this guy, or 75-watt equivalent. That would be my choice. If you really need to light a room big time, maybe like a kitchen, you can always go for those 100-watt equivalent versions of this, and just buy the dimmable versions. Make sure you tell your installer about that. I want to touch base on Hubbardton Forge's opal glass for just a second. So all of Hubbardton Forge's glass to begin with is going to be hand blown. This piece is hand blown first in clear, then they're going to come in and they're going to blow another layer of white glass on the inside of this. The third step is they're going to take and they're going to sandblast the whole thing on the inside and the outside. That's going to give you this beautiful, mellow, translucent, milky piece of glass. When you look at this, and you can see the layers are actually piled up on the inside of this. Hubbardton Forge is very obsessed about details on all of their pieces, including their glass, and that's why you're here, because you're probably just as obsessed about little details as well. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below, so scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart, so you can click on dark smoke, you can click on soft gold, doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a what's on display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.